Hello guys, this is Juan. In this tutorial series, I'm going to show you how to tune a PID controller for the temperature control lab. If you don't know this control lab, I'm going to put a link in the video description so you can take a look at it. You can also find out where you can buy one of these. This is a really nice control lab to learn how to tune PID controllers, and I'm going to show you exactly this in this video. It's based on Arduino, and also the scripts that we use for PID controller are based on Python, and I know nothing about Python and nothing about Arduino, so we're gonna learn how to do everything really from scratch, from installing the software to doing the PID tuning. These tutorials are gonna go really fast, so if you need to pause the video and follow up slowly, please do so. I'm also not gonna explain in these videos the control problem that we're gonna try to solve here. This has been explained really nicely in other YouTube videos that I'm gonna put the links also in the description. So make sure you watch those before you continue with this tutorial series.
Okay, let's get started. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna download the control lab files. So for that, we're gonna open up our browser, go to apmonitor.com/hits.htm. And then we're going to look for the button that says download TcLab files. We're going to click on it. A zip file is going to be downloaded. We're going to open a zip file and create a new folder to store all our project files. I'm going to call mine PID Tuner. Here I'm going to create a folder called TcLab, where I'm going to put the TcLab files. I'm going to go to the TcLab folder and just copy the files to my own folder. Alright, so here we are. We're going to go to the Python folder. And now we need to download this file. We're going to install first the Arduino IDE to download the file to our temperature control lab. Let's go to arduino.cc. Here we're going to go to the software downloads, and we're going to select whatever platform we're on. In my case, it's Windows, so I'm going to click on Windows. Alright, so we're going to wait until the installer downloads, and once it's downloaded, we're going to click on it. We're going to say yes to continue with the installation, and I'm gonna click I agree, next, install, and wait for it, and then if it asks for any permissions to install drivers, I'm gonna click on install for all of them, and we're good to go. Now let's download the firmware to our temperature control lab. Let's open the recently installed Arduino IDE, give it permissions, and let's just open the file that we need to download to our lab, which is in Python, TcLab version 2. So this is it. Let's just go ahead and look for the button that says upload and see what happens. It asks us to select a COM port. I'm gonna select the one that says Arduino, and wait. Let's see what happens. Oh, some errors here. Let's see what could be the problem. Well, the problem is that the board is an Arduino Leonardo, and here I have selected Arduino, so we have to select Arduino Leonardo. Let's try again. Let's click upload. Oh, there we go, done uploading. Great. Now we're going to install Python in order to make all our tests. So let's go to python.org and let's go to downloads. I'm going to click download Python. I'm gonna open up the installer. I'm gonna click on first add Python to path. I'm gonna check, and then I'm gonna install now. Let's click yes. Wait for the installation setup process to finish. I'm gonna disable the path length. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna close, and now let's install some of the dependencies that we require to make to work with our temperature control lab. So let's open this test heaters script with our Python IDE. Let's click on run and see what happens. Okay, so some errors. There are no module named TcLab. Let's open up the command line, the Windows command line, and check that Python is available in our command line, and check that pip is available in our command line. So it's all good. Now let's type pip install TcLab, which is the dependency that we're missing. Okay, so there are other dependencies that we should install right now. Pip install, and let's install NumPy, which is also required, and let's also install matplotlib, which is required to see the real-time data. Okay, now let's click Run Module and see if we get any errors. Looks good now. We get the TC Temperature Control Lab version, and we can see some real-time data now, so it all looks good. Oh, there's an error here. We will deal with this in the next video.
So in this video we didn't do anything related to PID tuning, we only did setup for our temperature control lab. So watch the next video if you wanna know how to start tuning your PID control.